right, so now we're gonna look at the different fat pads on the face, which is very important for when we're injecting, because as we know, the superficial fat pads, they lose volume first. So let's go over the superficial fat pads first. One, we have our infraorbital fat pad. Second, we have our medial superficial fat pad. Next, we have our middle cheek fat pad. And then lastly, we have our nasolabial fat pad. Out of these superficial fat pads, every one of them actually get smaller. They lose volume or they atrophy except for one. Can you guess? It's actually the nasolabial fat pad that hypertrophies or gets bigger as we age. So you can actually see with my mom, hers is getting bigger. So that's important because we never want to inject any volume in this area. The other place that hypertrophies, and this is more because the fat pads actually slide down the face, is the jowl. A lot of people have a jowl here. My mom is blessed to have a beautiful jawline and she does not have the jowl. But these are two places we do not want to inject any type of volume. Next, we'll talk about the deep fat pads. This is where you're gonna go under the superficial fat pad here, the medial one, and you have the middle SUF, which is deep under this fat pad. Next, you have the lateral SUF out here, and that is deep as well. And then under the SUF, the medial SUF, you have the deep middle fat pad, cheek fat pad. So it is a mouthful, but the most important takeaway is that you have your superficial fat pads and your deep fat pads in the mid face. And if you're restoring volume in the deep fat pads, which we call our lateral medial SUF and then the middle one, then you want to use a little bit of a thicker product. And it doesn't matter if it's what we call a flexible, you want a high G prime product, which that's high G prime equals support. We want more support in this area. But when we inject and restore volume in the superficial fat pads, we want to have something that's super flexible and something that's very soft. And that's where rheology comes into, which I'll do a very quick snippet on rheology.